Hello. No, yeah, I had you muted. You were fine. You could have finished your
Okay, cool.
combo. I was just doing the inaugural hello. Hi, everybody.
First thing I saw
Welcome.
was her in a bikini, and she's
Okay, well, they can't hear you. They can hear you now, so.
Then why did you tell me they couldn't hear me?
Fine, hold on. All right, you're muted. You can now finish your conversation. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anime Church. You can only hear me right now because Moon is going to say what he needs to say so we can get their end of the audio on the show. Yeah, no, say. I was muted. I was muted for that portion too. All right, now everybody's live. You can hear us all. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up.
Oh, do we?
Oh, do we? Also, now with 100% more Fenris.
Yeah.
Yay! Wait, no. That's bad for you guys.
No, that's great.
How's that
for
bad
us.
for us?
No, content, my guy.
Fenris,
It doesn't
we love
matter if
having
it's-
you here. What
it
are you
doesn't-
talking about?
It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's content. It's always great for us.
Listen, just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
That's exactly what that means. Thank you so much for agreeing to my point. I love it. I love it when you say the thing that is true. That is also everything that I said. Yeah.
Yes, that is the thing that also applies to me.
I'm so mad that this video is now privated. They're like, oh, we're taking it down. I'm like, dude, I will find the effing Twitter post so we can actually show it on screen. I'm gonna
video is
look up
privated?
Chopper right now.
Oh, that
Oh,
video?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like somebody tried to private that. Like, oh, they're not gonna show it. I'm like, they're gonna show it.
You know how
They're
many
gonna
people
effing
have
show it,
probably
yeah.
downloaded that video in the
once
first
it's
10
on the internet,
seconds?
once it's on the internet, that's where it stays, my guy. You can't. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All right. Very quick plug. I know she's probably, if not passed the hell out right now, she's definitely dead tired. I just wanted to show a bit of love to someone who showed us a bit of love yesterday. If you have not
Yeah.
done so, Moon, could you link me to the video, please, so I can, or better yet, I think you should be able to post it in chat. I'm not 100% sure. Are you modded?
I believe you modded me. Yes.
Yes.
I've got
Then go ahead.
Switch
You can
on.
post that. Could you post the link to her video in there? Thank you guys so much. So here's the deal. Just a bit of Fat Dog news real quick. We had another reaction to Solo Leveling, and this time it was a lovely little VTuber named I'm gonna try not to butcher the name, man. I gotta do my due diligence. And
It's
not,
a real easy name.
Yui
How can-
Kai.
There you go.
Yui
It's all you need.
Kai. Anyway, also jealous of another thing about her. She's been to Japan a few
I
times.
want to go to Japan.
I do too. In fact, I want to go to Japan and have her like show us around and
That'd
like
be awesome.
show us where the good food and stuff is. Like, we just want to go hang out with Yui. That's it. We
Yes.
just want to hang out with Yui, preferably in Japan. She did already say don't go during the summertime, and we're like, we know. I said something about going to Hokkaido to see the Sapporo Ice Festival, and she was like, "No, I can't deal with the cold." And I'm like, oh, well, yeah. So yeah, it was either like spring, after August, definitely, because that's like the rainy season, and
Real
that's
quick, Richie. A,
Yeah.
please make sure I'm a mod. I think I am. And B, I did post the link, but it's not doing the linky thing.
say something, say hi
Hi.
in the chat, in YouTube chat. Just type the word hi. Okay.
I did.
Cool. Okay, now managing moderator can manage blocked words. Yeah, okay, you are now a moderator. So now you should
Cool.
be able to post the link. Did it not happen?
There
Nope,
it
there
goes.
it is.
Now it's working.
There is the link to the video, guys. Please go check that out. Support her. Show her some love. It was a fantastic and fun and funny reaction. We learned some stuff. So we
Honestly,
we
she
love that.
carries a bit of Iron Mouse energy. It's wonderful.
It's great. But yeah, she was a lot of fun. She was sweet. And then we went over to I just went over to her Discord server to just
Hmm.
quickly. I was thinking I was going to be in and out in 5 minutes, just say hello, introduce myself, say thank you, all those things. And then the next thing that happened is we started getting showered with love and positivity, and I'm not used to this. And it felt like a warm blanket, and I didn't want to leave because the blanket seemed to think that I'm one of them. And I need that reciprocation in my life right now.
Amen, brother.
Anyway,
Amen.
anyway. But no, it
Don't
was
betray
great.
the blanket. The blanket is forever.
Yes, the
Mm.
blanket is forever. It was a
Blanket
soft
is love.
it was a-
blanket is life.
it was a soft weighted blanket, you know? Just a
Mm.
warm, soft weighted blanket. It's not too heavy, not too light. It's just there, just right. But yeah, her community was awesome. We got to talk to one of the top mods with her. And we were just doing a Q&A in there and having a good time, and they were all really wonderful, really nice. So thank you once again to Yuikai and her community. You are all wonderful, and we're going to keep doing everything to push and support you. Thank you all so much. You may see some more of Yuikai around, and some other reactors as well, because we're making friends with reactors. We have a plan, and it's not to make them react to our content. They can react to our content if they want. There is no pressure. There is never any pressure from Fat Dog. You have, in order to voice for us, you have to watch or react to our stuff. No. That is
No.
never a stipulation. It is always up to them if they want to react to our content. We're not trying to control anyone else's channel, though that is something we will get into later. Not us per se, but controlling other people's channels and their livelihoods. We're going to have a discussion about that, and it's not going to be a happy one. But yeah, I wanted to start this off on a great amount of positivity. And while that link is there, Fenris, without describing what you're saying, I just want to get your initial reaction to this. If you would go to that video, then click on her, just click on her screen name so you can go to her main page, and then click on the community tab.
I've already looked at it.
Yeah. What is your initial thought? Yeah, right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
How does this and that? That's not fair. That's
No,
not
it's
fair. Basically, Yui, if you watch this later, we are praising you. We are
Yes.
praising you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
We
nothing
are.
but praise.
Nothing but praise, nothing but love. Respect.
Look, I promise we're more wholesome than you think.
No, we're not.
Okay?
You've seen the,
No,
you-
no,
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 we're
we're
not.
not.
You'll see the content we write.
This wholesome. It felt nice.
We can be. We can be wholesome.
When we choose to be, which isn't very often.
We can be very
shush.
wholesome. We can be very wholesome, but I'm just putting this out there, okay? Because I'm a fuck up, and as a representative of the fuck up nation, we don't want things typically from other people. We just want to stop being fuck ups. That's generally like I will send you a scene once the sound mixing has been done. I will send you a scene from Konosuba. From the Konosuba one shot, and you'll know that when I wrote this dialogue, it was from the heart. It was really from the heart. It comes from my experience, you know.
So I will also say I'm part of Team Fuck Up. I spent 3 months writing a paper for college.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it in, completely forgetting to save the reference tab I needed for the project.
Oh no!
So I failed and had to resubmit it with the reference page.
Oh, no!
I too am a fuck up. My entire first recording session for Jin Woo was fucking ruined because I forgot to make sure the system I was using to record was actually recording.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I have some good news potentially coming down the pipeline. Yeah. Well, I also am going to need a little bit of help. So if you guys wouldn't mind at some point, probably next week to weekend, I'm going to be doing a little bit of fundraising for computer stuff I need, because I need an M.2 drive because my primary boot drive is inadequate for my system. That's the best way I'll put it. And no, it's not shit. It just can't hold any of the stuff that I need it to hold. And if I want to get back to doing making any kind of edits or anything like that, because I'm going to be using DaVinci as a video editing software. So from what I've heard, like the massive improvements that have been going on as it keeps getting updated, they're like, yeah, it's not quite Premiere, but it's pretty close. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm down with that. Also, apparently DaVinci is used by a lot of professional video editors and stuff like that in the movie industry. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it's not just Adobe products. Adobe doesn't have like a faceted grip on Hollywood. That's nice to know. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm looking at potentially doing that, and I got to raise money to buy an M.2 drive so it gets sent here, blah, 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 blah. It's just, unfortunately, bills are bills, and while I would like to be able to use the money that I currently have to pay for the things that I need, I can't because it has to go to bills and also feeding me and, you know, the important shit, like keeping me alive and keeping a roof over my head and making sure that power and internet work so we can keep doing these things. I'm having to explain adulting because I'm ADHD and I don't know how to stop talking. Yep.
Feels.
Yeah. Also, we're going to have a bit more time with Moon. That's another thing. Moon is going to start his streaming stuff, which might be a thing. I don't typically like streaming, and I don't like solo streaming. Let me put it that way. I typically don't like solo streaming because if I don't have someone to talk to, I just don't talk. I just focus on this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And I like having somebody to talk with.
Even for me, I'll get like really quiet if I'm with someone. I don't know why.
So if Moon starts streaming, I promise to jump in call and be there with you so you have someone to talk directly with, even if nobody's in chat. But odds are my crazy people will come over just to bother you.
Fair enough, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So you'll have some of that. And also, if you are we starting up the Resi 2 run? Because that would be fun.
Yes, the Resi 2 run will be starting probably the first Tuesday in October.
Also, for the month of October, I am hereby canceling all Fan Friday, and it's just going to be Spooky Friday.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it's not going to be a thing that we do with the intention of bringing fans on board. It's whoever we want to bring on board to play games with us. And yeah, I may reach out to, you know, some reactors and see if they want to play spoopy games with us, you know?
That would be fun.
Yeah, that would absolutely. Like
I will clear my Fridays after work now.
Three reaction groups. 3 of the reactors. No, 4 of the reactors are all on East Coast time. Yeah.
That makes it easy.
And then another one is like halfway across the world.
If we're doing it later in the day,
yeah,
she should be able to like.
Yeah,
because it would be early morning.
We could go pretty late into the night with something like Phasmo or something like that. And if she doesn't have the game,
for sure.
If she doesn't have the game, we'll make sure she gets it. We'll gift it to her or something.
Oh yeah, and I don't even have to be on a strict sleep schedule anymore. This is fucking great.
So yeah, look forward to Spoopy Gaming. Yes, there will be a return to Steve's House of Hugs. And yes,
yay!
Steve's House of Hugs, in which I cannot play it alone. I have to have someone in the call with me when I play it. And I will screen share with who's with me so you can react live to what's happening. But yeah, this game is spoopy. I'm not okay. And all right. I can either continue from where I was, and we'll put up a vote. We will put up a vote for this. I can either continue from where I was, or we can raise money to encourage me to start from the very beginning on the hardest difficulty.
How much?
Okay, calm down. I haven't started figuring that. I'm spitballing the ideas. Don't get ahead of me.
$100 million.
Also, with the repairs you've been having to do, I know you can't afford it. So, yeah. You've been fixing so many different things around the house, and I
Just
know
because
those
my
repairs
house is
aren't cheap.
falling apart on me doesn't mean anything.
It's a money pit, my guy. It's at least feeling like that now. But yeah, we're going to be getting to the news very soon. But of course, introductions need to be done. Hi, I am Richie Roberts. I am the Minister of Science and Technology. I don't know why I said that.
Hello. Hello. I am Moonlight Sparks, and I am your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I'm Fender Sauron, your patron saint to snackos and alcohol.
And boy, could I use some of that second one right now.
Ah, same here.
Right.
I got a big ass box full of it, but I also got to drive later.
Where you go? Oh, D&D.
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you about the thing that just leaked from Wizards of the Coast and why everybody is abandoning D&D now.
Again?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a story
Honestly,
time
why
topic.
is that in?
Actually,
that
it's
is a story time topic.
It's a story time topic. So gather round, kiddos. It's story time. So a bunch of things happen at like, dude, how many places have like industry conventions now? Apparently D&D. Well, they didn't have a convention. It was like an online thing. It was like a video where they showed off a bunch of stuff and whatever. But one of the things that got leaked from an investment talk with the CEO of Wizards of the Coast was that they have been using AI in a lot of different places, including narrative AI. Oh yeah. So and then started talking about the different things that they're doing with the new edition of Dungeons and Dragons is going to be dropping. So it's like everybody's abandoning, like so many people have abandoned D&D Beyond, and they're like, yeah, we refuse to use the new edition. Like, screw that. We don't want your digital platform stuff. Like, and they introduced another thing that's like they put Optimus Prime in Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know what. Yeah. So slowly it just feels like they're trying to turn D&D into Fortnite, and I'm like, stop.
I mean, I have the what was it? The Wendy's D&D module.
Yeah. Get this stuff out of here. So just everybody, let's start playing Pathfinder again, you know?
Fucking
Uh,
miss
yeah.
Pathfinder.
But like literally they're trying to use learning AI to copy like narrative structures of people like Brennan Lee Mulligan and Matt Mercer and other like prolific DMs, and I'm like, I'm not okay with that. That's not That's not okay. So yeah, we may be just abandoning D&D for Pathfinder, unless Pathfinder is doing worse.
No, Pathfinder's
hope-
a completely different company, and they're still doing fantastic.
No. I mean, like, they're not making worse decisions if they don't go further down the dark side than Wizards of the Coast. But to be fair, I hate Wizards of the Coast is just terrible.
They've gone downhill.
They have actively
yeah.
sabotaged every good thing in the D&D community. They sabotaged their own damn movie, for God's sake. Because they can't just not be greedy for 5 minutes.
I mean, there's the reason why Vox Machina was making their own D&D style system.
Yeah. No, 100% why, or Critical Role, you mean?
They're one and the same in my eyes.
No, Vox Machina is a campaign. Critical Role is the actual company.
Vox Machina was the first campaign group, and without them, Critical
they
Role
were the
wouldn't have
shits.
been
Yeah, but actually they were the shits, and then they had to change their name to Vox Machina for the streams. But Vox Machina is the name of the group. Critical Role is the name of the company.
Like I said, my eyes one and the same.
It's not. It's really not. Okay. So if Vox Machina is the company, what's the Mighty Nine? What are Bell's Hells?
Sister companies.
No. It's not how. No.
He's out of line, but he's right.
No, he's not. He's not even remotely right. These are just These are factually inaccurate statements, and you are slowly making me regret putting you on a news podcast.
Damn.
And then there's what happened at Gen Con.
I never
oh my
made
God,
you.
Revan, what happened at Gen Con?
Oh God, no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Fenris, I have not given you props for this, and I need to. That line where you were like, where they got abandoned, in the double dungeon, and you go, "Are you kidding me?" That fucking choice. It was really good right there. I love that. I don't know why you channeled your inner Joe Swanson, but I'm here for it.
I don't know either. I recorded it. It was only one take on that. He's like, "You got it. Let's move on."
Oh yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing I said, and everybody jumped on board. All right, so if you missed it last night, Calvin did a stream from his DJing spot over at the club that he DJs once a month, and I did mention because he's like, I gotta play this song. It's how we always end. He plays Return to the Mac, and I'm like, nah, dude, you need to play Bye 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 for Deadpool,
Right?
Well, I also suggested Closing Time by Semisonic.
Yes.
That's a good one too.
Mm-hmm. All right. But that being said, we've done the introductions. It is time to get into the news. All right, anyway.
See, you can't do that because it just sounds like you're gonna say nick.
Nickelodeon. All right, anyway.
Hey?
So guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back in America?
Da 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 da
Da,
da.
na, 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 da, 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 da. My hair would like to. God damn it! All right,
Created
anyway.
a monster because nobody. Okay.
No, oh no. Have you not seen the Little Karibo version of that?
I have not.
It's the they do the guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, and it's the America guy in America. I'm like, God damn it! And now I can't listen to that part of the Eminem song without saying in America. And I'm like, oh man.
Bandit Keith, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in
The guy with
America.
the American fucking bandana and sunglasses.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so dumb and I love it.
In America.
All right. Anyway. All right, let's start off with the big One Piece live action news. There was a lot. Apparently, Netflix has a convention, like an actual kind of like convention where they showed it. Oh my God, what? So, before we dive straight into the One Piece thing, another thing that was they had Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I did not catch the news until late, so it did not get added to the list. But they have officially casted Toph in live action, and they showed like a little teaser. If you're in Defeat, grab an oxygen tank. You'll need it because like the first thing that is revealed is dirt, and then they keep panning, and then you see those iconic feats. So, foot fetishizers rejoice, for that is the only part of Toph Beifong that you see is the feet. So yes, many feet pics. But yeah, they announced the actress that's playing her and all that, and I don't have the information directly in front of me, I don't believe. Let me check again. No. Also quick update because I feel bad that we didn't notice this. So you remember when we were covering the behind the scenes stuff for Oshi No Ko?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turns out they made more of those.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 3 more that I didn't even know about. And I'm like, oh my God. No, it gets better because there's like a 30-minute version of season 1 highlights, and then episode 7 talks about promotion, and literally it's them promoting season 2. So they have banners for the actual stage play that they're doing in Oshi No Ko of Tokyo Blade, and they're literally making it look like it's an actual event. They've got buses going around town in like the most trafficked areas with that. My guys, that's great. I love it. Guerrilla marketing. Yes, more please.
I want to buy one of those banners.
Oh, yay.
I want to so bad.
Oh, yay! Okay, I'm really happy for this. Looks like Yui Kai is gonna be reacting to Hellsing Ultimate Abridge and finishing that up, and I'm so happy for that.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's one of the best
Um,
ones.
Yeah. But yeah, we're absolutely here for it. So good. There's a lot of really cool stuff if you want to go check out Yui's content. Oh, and they shouted us out on the server? I see you guys. Don't think you're getting away with that. The Solo Leveling Abridged groupie is doing an anime podcast right now. Check them. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Wait. Who posted this?
I wasn't expecting that. That's Yui
General-
herself.
Is that Yui?
Yeah.
Oh.
A sparking red flag. That's her.
Yui.
So heartwarming.
I wasn't even. You beautiful. You. Yeah. So, yeah. One more time, just everybody say thank you and say hi to Yui. That's all. Just
I don't know if she's
so
watching.
much
She did
love.
say she was like extremely tired.
no, I get
But,
it. I get it. But yeah, I just tagged. I said, I just called her a beautiful person. I sleep now. Sleep. Go to sleep. We are actively typing to her in her server. Yeah, she's done. She left. Boy Kai is asleep. Yes, have a nice stream. Thank you for the shout out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So again, one of those things. I love seeing this. All right. So on the One Piece side of things, let's get back to Netflix's One Piece. So first off, they released a set tour video, and it is being hosted by Buggy, or the actor playing Buggy. And what's really, really funny is as this goes on, yes, Jeff Ward. I did remember his name. I just didn't want to mess it up in case I got it wrong. But like he takes the cool part is they take you through like different aspects of like wardrobe, set design, hair and makeup, all those different things, right? And they give each of the people behind there their own like One Piece wanted poster, bounty poster, which is really, really cool. But the thing that I think is the funniest is like as you go through here, they have blurred out so much stuff because they're in the process of filming. So like half
That
of
made
the
me
stuff
laugh
in
a
here.
lot.
Look at it. He's like, there's a wall. All you can see are like a couple of pictures that she has, and then like one Star Wars poster, and then everything else is blurred out.
And they literally call attention to that. It's like, so we can't show any of this. The Star Wars is fine, but
the Star Wars is fine. We can't show this. We can't show this. The Star Wars is fine, but we can't show this. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now in One Piece Land. We had this beautiful tour. Highly encourage you to go check it out. Give it a watch. Give it a like. Help them with the algorithm just as much as you help us out with the algorithm. We really appreciate it. On to the other part of it. We have officially got Crocodile and Robin cast. Now, the photo that they have here for Lara Abova does not make her look very Robin-esque, but I did get to see them because they had them both on stage talking about like their characters and showing them and like having her speak and like seeing her actually in person standing next to other people. You can kind of see it's like, oh no, yeah, I definitely see why this was happening. And they've already taken they've already taken one of her photos. I don't know if she was actually in the outfit. I'm not 100% sure, but if not, then somebody took a picture of her that already exists and put her in the Nico Robin outfit from Water 7 in Inia's lobby. That outfit that she was wearing. And they put her in there and it looks like she's posed ready to do like use her devil fruit power. But yeah, Lyra Abova. Vintefleur, exactly. So Lyra Abova and Joe Manganiello have both been cast and officially announced. So we now have Crocodile and Robin, two very important characters in the canon for One Piece. If you don't know about Impel Down, then you definitely don't understand why Crocodile is so important. But Moon knows. Moon knows
yes.
well. Yeah,
I do.
It's so nice. It's so nice that you're like at least far enough that I can reference these things, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not spoiling Moon at all. Yeah, he knows.
No,
He's seen it.
I know the things.
I know these things. All right,
I'm
guys,
still only in episode 600 something. I'm
no.
just now starting Dressrosa.
Oh, you'll be there for a while. Yeah, you're gonna. Be
I'm
there for a while.
sure.
Dressrosa is
Also-
100 episodes long, and for a reason.
Fantastic. Oh,
There
God.
are like 5 to 6 different like subplots happening within Dressrosa that are all massively important.
But
Plus,
also,
you get to
I
meet.
wanna
Plus,
say-
you get to meet God Usopp. Yay!
Oh, fair. But I want to say it's been fun because not only like I'm getting started with Dressrosa, but I also just really got into watching what was it, Ohio something or so. He's a YouTuber, but he dresses up as fucking what's his name, Joker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does the whole oreo, oreo, that whole- yeah,
Oh, God.
that guy.
That guy.
Oh,
Okay.
he's hilarious.
But as for this casting announcement, how'd you get? What were your thoughts and impressions of it? And also, of course, I want to know what your thoughts and impressions were. Chat, so let us know that. And if you're watching this later, post in the comments. Let us know what you think of this casting. But Moon, you're up first.
So I think Joe Manganiello is a really awesome choice for Crocodile.
I can't wait to see him in the makeup and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they barely have to put much makeup on him. He just need to slick his hair back and do the scars. That's it.
Considering how much of a nerd Joe is, I'm so here for it. Yeah.
Hmm Also,
such a
I
big
loved
nerd.
his work in the one Pee Wee Herman movie. It
Okay,
was wonderful.
here's the thing. Here's another thing. Now, I know you're not really a superhero movie guy there, Fenris, but
Yep.
if you remember, if you ever watched the old school Spider-Man movies, the
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire area, he was Flash Thompson in those. My fist hit in your face. That's the accident. That's Joe Manganiello. That's him. But if you're a Critical Role fan, you know him from the fight with Vecna.
It's
'Cause-
just good business.
It was just business. It's not good business. He goes, I'm sorry, it was just business. And then he,
Just business. My bad.
yep. Yeah. Good business is
Yep.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Which, by
Yes.
the way, guys, if you have not seen it, I'm going to send it to you. There is is it considered acoustic if it's just the piano and the voice?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
There's literally a video online of just him playing the piano, Michael Bolton singing Jack Sparrow. It's just him and a piano, and he's singing Jack Sparrow, baby. I'm so here for it.
Oh, it's such a great tale.
It is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Yeah. I still think the best one is This Is the Tale of Tony Montana. But, Cubano Flame with Miami Nerds. All right, anyway. But yeah, so you thought that was really good casting, Moon. Fenris, how did you feel about it?
Like I told you before the show started, like I was already expecting Joe to be Mr. O.
Good old
Fair enough.
dial.
I saw that, I'm like, yep, Joe. It's
Joe,
you. That's all
absolutely.
I saw.
Yep, 100%.
Now,
I love that
Lara
this casting choice
Abova-
was like, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her. Do either of you?
She is a Russian
don't.
actress as far as I understand it.
Well, that's gonna be
Which no, that makes sense. It fits with kind of the very worldwide vibe of the casting of One Piece. I mean,
Yeah.
Vivi and her dad are Indian, not Native American, like
Yeah.
proper Indian.
Yeah.
And that absolutely makes sense. I was like, yeah, you need that skin tone for in a desert environment. That makes
Oh
so
yeah,
much sense. Yeah.
100%. It was either gonna be Indian or maybe like
Also, when
sorta
your
like,
last name is Nefertari, yeah, that Indian.
oh yeah,
That makes
yeah, no,
sense.
100%.
So Nefertari Vivi, yeah, 100% Indian. That makes so much sense.
It does.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah.
just the Straw Hat crew is kind of like worldwide. They're from a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I followed
It's like
Taz. I followed Taz on Instagram.
I'm just
because
saying
you get to
it's
see like
interesting,
some
though,
of
just
his
'cause it's
workout
like,
routine and like his cooking skills, and it's like, Jesus Christ, Sanji, calm down.
oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a lot of stuff. Also, we've already talked about Katie Seagal coming in as Dr.
Mhm.
Kuriha and Mark Herlick as Dr. Hiruk. We've covered all the previous stuff here. It looks really good. I'm very interested in this. And also, we're going as far as Drum Island. That's
Mhm.
pretty far, because right after Drum Island, we head immediately to Alabasta.
Yep.
That is a thing. Whew. All right. And on to the next one. They tried. Okay, so here's the thing. They tried to block it. They were like, they made this video private. No. You're not getting away with it. And so I'm just going to let this play on repeat with no freaking sound whatsoever. But yes, we got our first tease of Chopper. I love how the little ears flap like proper like reindeer ears, but he's proportional, and I love it. And I love the fuzzy little hat and everything. Like, I also love him just sitting at the table like he's the guest of honor. He's like totally gonna talk into the. There's no justice in the world if you do not let Brina Palencia voice this character for the English version.
Please.
Like, if the actual actors for the different dubs of One Piece are not able to reprise their role, come on, guys. Come on. Also, Chopper needs to do his special hiding technique, because that's just yeah.
Hiding works when you put the rest of your body behind the wall.
No,
right?
it kind of feels like I hope that they do kind of like how they did with Grogu or Baby Yoda, how it's like part puppet, part CG.
I hope
Because
so.
that worked so well. Because you need to, it helps to have something like that there for people to work with. But damn, does it look good. I really love this. I hope it continues. Oh, pardon me. I hope it improves. Do they have like little hairs on the horns, or is that just the lighting issue?
I think it's a fuzzy one, which would
Okay,
make
fuzzy
sense
horns.
because
Gotcha.
bucks do have like fur and that over their horns during summer.
Gotcha.
And
So
in the winter, that's when they rub it against trees to get it off
the-
because it itches.
the owner of the human fruit. There we are, my guys. So this concludes our One Piece stuff. This concludes the One Piece block, and we're gonna catch up on other stuff. Aside from guys, what'd you think of Chopper, and how hype are you, if at all? Yeah, we want to know. Moon,
Yes.
how hype?
Extreme.
Okay. What'd you think of the Chopper?
I can't wait to see the rest of it.
Right?
There's too many people using like an edited version of Pikachu from Detective Pikachu, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, you can't fucking fool me. That's just Pikachu. Ah.
There's nothing funnier than Ryan Reynolds singing the Pokemon theme very sad.
Can't you?
God.
It was so good. All right.
Best part of that movie.
Mhm.
It was absolutely.
So when the sequel comes out and Pikachu starts talking, this time it's going to be Danny DeVito, right?
Oh,
yeah. Please. All right, listen, kid. I don't know how I became a Pikachu, okay? But
They call me
anyway,
the-
started
you find
blasting.
him, you find him and he's in the dumpster. They call me the trash man.
you trash.
I trash. All right,
So wait, no,
and,
he wouldn't be a Pikachu. He'd be a Shroobish.
Leave it to the Minister of Arceology. Oh man, I couldn't care for Pokemon much more of a Digimon fan. I can understand that. Pokemon is just a world with weird creatures, and Digimon is an actual isekai in the digital realm. So there you go. All right. Fenris, what were your thoughts on the Chopper reveal?
I don't care what it looks like. I just know it's probably gonna be cute and fuzzy. I can't wait.
That's the important part. Yeah, I
Cute and
need to
cuddly,
hear the
boys.
voice
Cute,
too. I need to hear
cuddly.
the voice. All right, yeah, cute and
Jeez.
cuddly, boys. Cute and cuddly. All right. So we got a new Joker trailer. The official underestimated trailer. Now this was less musical and more plot. Like it actually reveals story stuff. I gotta say, this is the best trailer that I think they put out for me personally, because I was like, what is going on in this movie? Let me know something. Like all I know is Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn and there's gonna be lots of singing, and like, we're not sure what parts are real and what parts aren't. That's fine. But what the frick is going on here? And like there's at least some explanation in here, so I appreciated this trailer a lot more. This is for me the best trailer that they've put out for this movie, which is coming out in like a couple of weeks. Weird to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've been looking at every one of these trailers whenever they
Mhm.
dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys see this trailer? And if so, what were your thoughts? I don't know why I did that voice, but yeah, sure. I'm getting ready for a character. That's what it is. Totally getting ready for a character. I need to start flirting with Scott very soon.
You flirt with me all the time. What are you talking about?
Wrong, Scott. I need to flirt with Kaiser Neko immediately. No. I'm sure his husband won't mind. Please let me live. But no. Yeah. Yeah, so
This one
please-
actually caught my maintained my attention since I started it. Because it was more plot orientated versus the musical aspect.
No, I get that. Yeah.
And so like you pointed out earlier, I'm not the biggest on superhero stuff.
Right.
But this
did
isn't a
you-
superhero movie. This is a
No, it isn't.
villain origin story, and I
Yeah.
am all here for it.
So did you watch the first movie?
I did not yet.
You should definitely do it.
It's worth. It's really worth.
It's interesting because it's kind of a character and psychological study as to what would drive a man to be that way. Yeah.
I mean,
Arthur Fleck is kind of pushed by life into being the Joker. And it's great. Like it is. There's a reason that this thing won awards. Like you never win awards for like superhero or like or villain movies for that regard. But like
Definitely,
this was so good. Like, did you ever watch the Batman the Animated Series back in the day?
yes.
Okay, you remember the story Cold Cold Heart: The Origin of Mr. Freeze?
Yes, and that's what started me on my kick of wanting to know how the villains think and tick,
It's
and what
that-
turned them
it's-
into how interesting of characters they are.
It's that, but for the Joker, kind of.
And it's
in a way.
really good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's interesting. But yeah, well, I'm glad as somebody who has no context about this that you saw this trailer and you were like, I am interested. And I'm like, right? But yeah, obviously, definitely see. Because here's my thing. I'm now curious what you would think of this trailer after having watched the first movie. Because you're giving me a different perspective. You're giving me the perspective of somebody who has watched this trailer with zero context of what happened before. And now I am curious to hear what you would think once you have context. You're like, oh, so many of these things are connecting now. Now I'm even more interested. Or if it's just like, no, I have the same level of interest because it just seems good. And I'm like, okay, I'm curious. So yeah, your mission, should you choose to accept it, I would recommend you check out The Joker. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not only that, but Joaquin Phoenix like absolutely nails this role. I would say he kills it, but no, that happens in the movie, so don't worry. Nervous laughter disguising anxiety. Yay. All right, any last minute thoughts before we move on to the next topic? Because we're going to be on that topic for a bit because it's rant time. All right, we're moving on. YouTube done fucked up.
Again.
Yeah, again. Well, actually, this is related to the previous. Also, I just want to point out that my favorite part of Iron Mouse's thing is like the actual pink rat that's just like got that "oh come at me, bro" look. I really want to know who edited this Deadpool into looking like Iron Mouse and having like the little Iron Mouse. I just want Ryan Reynolds to dress up as Iron Mouse Deadpool just one time and just throw a shout out to the
That'd be
Immune
amazing.
Deficiency Foundation. Like that would be great. But yeah. So if you did not hear, we covered last week that Iron Mouse's VOD channel had been terminated. Well, this week, during her subathon is still going on. And guys, this is not just in the VTubing community. This has reached into the voice acting community, the anime industry itself, because you can't talk about VTubers without being adjacent to the actual anime industry. And Mousy has a lot of fans everywhere. And unfortunately, the thing is that her YouTube channel, her actual YouTube channel, not her VOD channel, her YouTube channel got terminated as well. Right after she released her new music video, which, by the way, was really good. I didn't even know Mouse could rap. But, yeah, she stated that she is incredibly sad and shocked that her main YouTube channel has been terminated. Right now, she has a legal team working on things, and she expressed her remorse, saying, "I am so sorry to inconvenience everyone who enjoys watching my videos. Hopefully this can get resolved soon." And we do know that she had to take a minute away to cry off stream. So yeah, this is really sad. Now, this isn't two channels being attacked. Now, it sounds like the issue is because her VOD channel got terminated and it's connected to the same account. All the other channels get terminated as well. So, yeah. Not sure what the process is, but it sounds like V Shoujo's ready to lawyer up. And I honestly, as messed up as this would be for parties involved, it's about time somebody took YouTube to court. And this is one of those things where it needs to. It really, really needs to. And the only reason she did not appeal it is because she's not comfortable giving her personal information away to some stranger on the internet, which I can absolutely understand. And I think anybody else out there can. Now, we could spend 3 hours talking about all the issues that we have personally with YouTube, or that we as a production studio have issues with YouTube and how it behaves. But yeah, we're really starting to get to that point where it's like, hey, YouTube, something's got to give or the dam's going to break and you're going to lose a lot of the content creators that you so desperately say that make up what you are. You're going to lose a lot of it just because you're trying to be the next big TV thing. And it's like, no, YouTube, you're not a streaming service. We already have those, and most of them we don't even watch. You need to be the place where people go to make content, create content, and watch content. That's what you need to be. You need to stop trying to be television. You're the new model. Stop trying to revert to the old model. Please and thank you. And for God's sakes, fix your broken ass copyright system, or we'll fix it for you. And if we come, it'll be with pitchforks and torches.
And
Will
fire.
Smith's hand. And Will Smith's hand. All right. To which after he slaps the shit out of you, the internet will collectively reply, "Ha ha, that's hot. That's hot." Anyway.
I forgot that happened.
It happened on a YouTube video too. That's the best part. All right. So, guys, I have given my brief thoughts. Please let me know what you guys think of this situation. Feel free to unload. It's rant time.
I'm probably not going to have as much of a rant, but still, this is just YouTube's just been pissing a lot of people off,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just because of the rampant copyright abuse and just the way that anyone who does get any sort of flag for any sort of copyright thing has to like is just immediately treated like, okay, you did everything wrong. You have to fight for your fucking life just so you can have this video back.
Yeah.
And
Well, you
like you
have
don't get to talk to an actual person fucking ever.
unless like you have to bully YouTube on Twitter to get an actual person to look over things. Yeah, that's really sad. And yeah, I can absolutely understand Mouse not wanting to give her private information out to some random person on the internet just to get her problems resolved. And this happened 2 days ago, by the way. So this is still pretty fresh.
Yep.
Fenris, what do you have to say on this particular topic?
The fuck.
That's an apt description.
That is literally all that's going through my mind right now.
I just realized that the PR guy from Palworld and Tokyo Game Show also both follow her. Obviously, Henya follows her. Yes, like they're like, here's all these people that follow her that you also follow, and I'm like, yeah, my dude, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Mouse is followed. Mouse is kind of Mouse is up there with like Gura, and like she's an amalgamation of the internet in a way. Like she very much is the internet, a living, breathing embodiment of the internet. And the thing is, this is such a big thing. I couldn't even talk about the other like breaking, like mind-shattering news within the VTuber community, which is the announcement that Amelia Watson is leaving on the 30th. She is not graduating, but she's definitely going to be no longer
She's
streaming
ceasing all agency activity.
She is ceasing all agency activity, but she will pop in from time to time to hang out with her girls and stuff like that. So, yeah. But we are losing A-chan. We are losing Amelia. It's very sad. And unfortunately, Gura's on sick leave, so she couldn't really make a statement about this. But the rest of Myth did, and they were beyond sad. They understand, but, you know, when things end, it hurts. That's just how things go. Okay, I thought we were going to be a bit more angry and yelly about this, and I'm glad we weren't. It's just
You don't want me to get angry and yelly about stuff like this. I will probably get us canceled.
I'm always angry and yelly. All right. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. Guys, if you did not know, there's a podcast called Inside of You, and it is done by the absolutely fantastic Michael Rosenbaum. And he's talking to James Marsters. And James Marsters is actually talking about his ties with Dragon Ball. Now, I knew that he was Piccolo in the movie that everybody pretends doesn't exist. And the thing is,
there was never a Dragon Ball movie, just OVAs.
I love the fact that there is that he himself is just standing there going like, if you've never seen this movie, keep it that way. Don't ever see this movie. Like he is 100% blatant. He's like, I do not like this movie. And like the sad thing is, he is and was before this a fan of Dragon Ball. He watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z with his kids. They were big fans, you know, and then they went to go see the movie and he's like, yeah, my 12-year-old loved it, but and he was signed for a 3-picture deal. And the reason he was excited about this is because in the second film, the studio was going to have less to say. So they were actually going to be able to like work stuff out and make it more in line with canon. But, you know, what happened happened. And as a way to kind of make up for it, did you know that he's in another Dragon Ball project? but under a different name, so you wouldn't necessarily know. Because he's like, I only want the true fans to know. Can anybody guess what the project is? And I'll tell you right now, he does voice work for said project. Anybody want to take a guess? Or did you guys already watch the video?
I already watched the
see it.
video.
Yeah! Good stuff. All right, so y'all both saw it. He's in Dragon Ball Super, and he's Zamasu, a.k.a. the guy that ends up fusing with Goku Black. So, you're not Black Goku. You're like Nega Goku. Ukog. Dark Goku. I was expecting
I'm sorry,
Black Goku.
what was that word?
Ukog?
What, Goku?
Ukog.
Oh yes, that.
Nega Goku? Yeah. It was the thing. Have you not seen that? Goku Black in Team 4-Star? Like when they did the thing about Goku Black?
I haven't.
Oh my god. Yeah, they had like an actual they created an actual black Goku, like skin tone black and an afro. It was hilarious, dude.
Oh, that's great.
Because like yeah, they were doing Dragon Ball Super abridged shorts. It was really funny. But yeah, he voices in that, and it was because he wanted to kind of make an apology to Dragon Ball fans in his own little way. I highly encourage you to check out this video. It's really good. The conversations that they have with actors on here, and of course, my thing is, I know James Marsters is a good actor. I know. I've seen him in Buffy. I've seen him in Smallville. I've seen him in a number of things where he's freaking killing it in his acting. And to be fair, the parts that really bother me about Dragon Ball Evolution have nothing to do with Piccolo. The problems that everybody has with Dragon Ball Evolution aren't inherently involving Piccolo. Piccolo was one of the few things that they got like reasonably close. And it sucks because there was potential there, but Hollywood had to be Holly weird and mess it all up. And it's not like it's a new thing. Ghost in a Shell. Cowboy Bebop. Death
I still
Note.
have a laugh track for a scene in Cowboy Bebop that works way too well as like a fucking Seinfeld ripoff.
All right, who's ready to get to the gaming stuff? Do we want to talk about this now? It took 9 months to give birth to this lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen. Palworld is officially being sued by Nintendo, or rather their parent company, Pocket Pair, is being sued by Nintendo for not copyright or trademark infringement, patent infringement. And when asked what patents they had violated, no patents were given. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's like 9 months for Nintendo to make a move. And honestly, to be fair, Nintendo is 100% absolutely atrocious with how aggressive they are with protecting their IP. So the fact that they didn't do so immediately meant that they couldn't. And yes, we have all called it Pokemon with guns. It's not inaccurate, but yes, Palworld, the so-called Pokemon with guns, was first released. When it was first released, there were immediate questions about whether Nintendo would have anything to say about it. Some pals looked like specific Pokemon. There was monster catching with balls, which, guys, that's not even new. That's not even a Pokemon thing. Like, catching monsters and balls has been a thing for, like, before Pokemon. Anyway, the game rocketed up in popularity with some saying it was better than Pokemon had been in years. Yeah, because they let you do all the stuff that Pokemon fans have been screaming that they wanted in a Pokemon game for years. And Palworld just lets you do it on Jump. Sorry, I touched my mic. I didn't mean to. Then nothing. Nintendo had little more than no comment about the game. But now, 8 months, well, technically 9, later, Palworld's worst fear has come to pass. Developer Pocket Pair is being sued by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company for what they say is patent infringement. The lawsuit seeks an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the grounds that Palworld, a game developed and released by the defendant, infringes multiple patent rights. Nintendo will continue to take necessary actions against any infringement of its intellectual property rights, including the Nintendo brand itself, to protect the intellectual properties it has worked hard to establish over the years. Overnight, Palworld has responded to the lawsuit, saying they're not aware of what Nintendo is even referring to in terms of infringement. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon and have not been notified of such details, which you are legally obligated to do, by the way. Pocket Pair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games. We will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Palworld was a surprise success this year, both for gamers and for us. We were blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We will continue improving Palworld and strive to create a game that our fans can be proud of. It is truly unfortunate that we will be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. However, we will do our utmost for our fans to ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. And yeah, yesterday regarding the lawsuit. Yesterday, a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We've seen, and that's basically all of the stuff that was in the tweet. So speculation is flying about what is actually going on here. This alleged patent infringement, not copyright or trademark. Oh, this is alleging patent infringement, not copyright or trademark. So this should not be about monster designs, though intellectual property is mentioned. And while you catch monsters in balls, level them up, and battle them, at its core, Palworld is a survival game about not just monster collection, but base building and management. Often, the other players on a multiplayer map defending off waves of enemies, something Pokemon has never been about. They said it seems likely that the litigious Nintendo would not be moving forward with this if they did not have something it believes is significantly damaging, and whatever this pans out, and whatever this pans out and Pocket Pair is found liable or not, this is going to be a significant investment of time and money for the company that is a fraction the size of Nintendo. Yes, they have loads of money from Palworld up front, but how much of that will now need to be devoted to this? How much will this hamper further development if Palworld doesn't even know what they're supposed to be infringing upon? The general public sentiment about this news is that it reads like a somewhat bullying move from Nintendo and the Pokemon Company that may be sparked by fear of Palworld's success and how Pokemon was compared unfavorably to the standout game. Or they genuinely believe Palworld lifted something significant past similar monsters and a concept. But of course, Nintendo does not own the concept of catching monsters. That's not patented. So what is? There's also the question of whether Microsoft is going to get involved here, as they have a close relationship with Pocket Pair and helped guide Palworld into being the mega success it was. Are they going to go to bat here and back them? It's too early to tell, but this madness is only getting started. Dude, can you imagine if Microsoft stepped in and said, "Hey, Nintendo, do you want this to be like the last time we slapped you down and then you lost the console war for 2 decades?" Oh, my guy. Yeah, that's
don't forget, there's also something else that you have to take in consideration. Pocket Pair did also partner with Sony to expand Palworld.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
So it'd be literally Nintendo versus Microsoft and Sony.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
and
it
if you
was
think,
a sorry.
If you think Microsoft, if you seriously think,
it was they also had joint ventures with Sony Music Entertainment, and Aniplex.
And if you don't think that Sony and Microsoft would not do their due diligence beforehand, you must be out of your mind. Man. Anyhow, yeah, this just comes up. This comes across as bullying. How do you guys feel about this lawsuit now that it's out there? Why do you think it took Nintendo so long to get a lawsuit against them? What in the frick do you think is going on over at Nintendo? We want to know your thoughts, your comments in the chat and in the comments below. But before that, let's get to your comments and your thoughts on the matter. Moon and Fenris, go ahead. Fenris especially, because you're more plugged into like the gaming world than the two of us are.
As much as I hate to admit it, yes, it comes with working video game retail for a decade. And having lots of sources inside of all three big manufacturers, big companies, and sources that were once with Sega, and getting information about Dreamcast and that before anybody else. Man, I miss those days.
I love Nintendo. I love a lot of the games they make, and honestly, as a company, there's a lot of good things that they do, a lot of good practices that they have. You know,
We want to finish at the Pokemon Center when we go to Japan.
right?
Yes.
But stop doing shit like this.
Stop
There's no
doing.
fucking reason.
I feel like you're smacking them. Stop doing stupid stuff.
For real. I want to smack them because, like, honestly, how much have they had healthy competition in this specific area?
Not a lot.
Exactly. The closest they've had to a good competition is Pixelmon, and not everyone wants to play that because it's through Minecraft.
Unless you're talking about anime, and then there's Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions. There we go.
Yeah.
Digimon. Digimon.
Digivolve into Ultimate.
Digivolve
Digivolve into champions.
Man, I miss that song. All right.
Oh, me too.
So,
any last
look
minute
at
thoughts here?
his. Personally, I think the reason why they're now doing this, and like I said, it's just my own speculation, is the fact that Palworld did become a huge success, and people are comparing Palworld to Pokemon more favorably towards Palworld.
No, I absolutely agree.
And of course, Nintendo would feel threatened about that. Once again, I have to state this is my own personal feelings and thoughts on the matter. Do not sue us.
Yeah, I think this lawsuit is absolutely frivolous and it's BS.
Another thing that could be that could have led to this is the fact that they did sign, or were in talks with Aniplex to sign a deal for a possible anime based on
man, if that happened. See, the problem is I think what's happening is this is a BS lawsuit that they're doing to try and drain money from Pocket Pair so that they can't continue the game.
That's not going to work out like they want.
I don't think it is. No, that's just going to make Pokemon and Nintendo look worse.
Honestly, that's going to more than likely rally the fans behind Pocket Pair.
Yeah.
And
then
the fans sinking money into Pocket Pair just to stick it to Nintendo.
Yeah. Like, Nintendo has no idea how many fans like they would piss off with this. This isn't like Japan, my dude, where if you say something like this, people just automatically assume it's true. No. We don't believe your nonsense. Alrighty. Moon, you're going to cover the first story of the anime block because, holy cow, it makes sense that you read it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll is going to screen the Solo Leveling Reawakening compilation preview film in the US and Canada on December 6th. Crunchyroll announced on Thursday that it has acquired the North American and select international rights for Solo Leveling Reawakening, a compilation film for the Solo Leveling anime's first season, and a preview of the first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow. Crunchyroll and Sony Pictures will screen Solo Leveling Reawakening on December 6th in theaters in the US and Canada. Okay, why did you have clearly going for a word limit? Hey, Solo Leveling Season 2 Rise from the Shadow. Oh, wait, the screenings will open in Japan on November 29th. Solo Leveling Season 2 Rise from the Shadow, the second season of the anime. Of yeah.
Yeah, it's all
That's
backstory
gonna
that we
come
have
in
already. Yeah.
2025. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
guys,
anime's first
guys,
season. Yeah, that's it.
pretty sure season 2 is confirmed for winter 2025 at this point. If they're already showing the movie, I
It
think it's
says
dropping in winter 2025.
hold
Yeah.
on, wait, no.
Solo
Yeah,
Leveling
it
will
says
debut in
January 2025. Yeah.
So officially confirmed here, season 2, Arise from the Shadow, will be hitting.
Wakey.
I almost was gonna say that. I also I want you to know I changed something in the script on purpose in Solo Leveling for the screen. So instead of downloading Batman Protocol, I changed it to League of Shadows training because that is technically how Bruce got taught. And it makes more sense, and we get the double implication with the shadows.
God damn it.
So, obviously, League of Shadows is the group that Ra's al Ghul. I refuse to call him Ra's al Ghul. That's just no. His name is Ra's. That's how it is. Anyway, Ra's al Ghul's organization that goes around killing criminals and stuff like that. That is, they are called the League of Shadows, not the League of Assassins. Not. It's just the League of Shadows. So yeah, I made that minor addendum, and I was like, yeah, that works because foreshadowing. We're gonna make that pun sometime later in season 2. You know, let me give you a little bit of foreshadowing. Igris shows up. He's gonna kill you. That's yeah.
That's not a foreshadow. Yes, tell me what's gonna happen.
No. You see, for the shadow will murder you. It's not funny, dude. It's hilarious. You shut up, Earl. or the screen just says, yeah, not a funny pun. It's like, you shut up. You're just a screen in the air. Stupid system. What do you know about comedy? I like the idea that Genu is just slowly going crazy, yelling at a screen. That's great. That's fun. I was like, what do you mean Genu is going crazy? I was like, do you know any sane people that would want to be Batman? Just saying.
Where's he getting the money for it?
Where does he get these wonderful toys? Anyway, Fenris, I'll have you take over the next one. Yeah.
Crunchyroll announced on Thursday that it will stream Mappa's original anime, Zenshu. Crunchyroll will also debut the world premiere of the show's trailer at its industry panel at New York Comic Con on October 18th at 6:30 Eastern.
Yeah, we're already getting New York Comic Con announcements. Holy cow!
Fuck, I forgot it's that time of year.
Oh no, they're showing the Overlord movie there. Hiro Mashima is going to be attending, so it will be the first time since the Fairy Tail dub was announced, and they showed that off that he's been in NYC. So you get to see Hiro Mashima there if you go.
Yeah, Mappa describes the anime. After graduating from high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes, and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy movie themed around first love. However, having never been in love herself, Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create the storyboard, causing the movie production to come to a standstill. So it's an anime about making anime.
Yes, it is, and that's what's really funny, because it's being done by MAPPA, and I'm like, are you sure you're the ones that should be doing this? Like, you know, the optics, my guy. Like,
I'm expecting there to be several lines there about, you know, how shitty the working conditions are.
I mean, you're right.
I would just find that kind of poetic justice.
Oh man. Oh man. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Okay. Next up. Oh. Moon, do you want to cry again?
Oh.
Let's have you read the next one.
Yeah, go ahead and read that
Okay.
next one, my dude.
Netflix Animation teases new story in Cyberpunk's Night City. Netflix streamed a new video on Thursday teasing a return to the Night City setting of CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077 game. The description for the Japanese version of the video teases a new story in Night City begins. The video did not reveal any further details, including whether or not the project will be an anime, and whether or not it will be related to Studio Trigger's Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So that's all we got.
I think this is good. There's a lot of really, really, really good areas that you could explore in the world of Cyberpunk. Like, if you just do I know it's a lot, my guys, but there's a video out there that's like 2 hours long, but it basically explained the history of the Cyberpunk world all the way from the late 1800s up to 2077. And like the backstory involved of all of that, and like finding out like Johnny's backstory and all that stuff, like it makes so much sense. Like the game, it changes how you feel about like the world and the characters and everything in the game. So there are factions that had I not known anything about, I might have been sympathetic towards. But now that I have the backstory about how those factions were formed, I'm like, fuck these people. Like, you know, so context is kind of world changing in this regard. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this out. Just say this is my prediction.
If I could only eat
I have
one
a
thing
feeling
for
it's
the
gonna be a
rest of my
series
life,
about Johnny's
it's obviously
history.
pizza.
His
You see, pizza
entire
is one of the
story.
only categories that's limitless. There are so many different base sauces you can choose from. For example, some ranch. And then, of course, I can put whatever I want. Like some steak, green peppers, and some onions.
I've been coughing all day.
That's okay. But yeah, this is just something they were like, there's more stories to explore. And I'm like, yeah, there really are. There really, really are. So I'm looking forward to it. Alrighty. Fenris, I want you to take this next one.
Netflix unveiled an announcement video for the television
don't have to
anime
use just
of
one
Yuto
type of
Suzuki's
cheese.
Sakamoto
Second
Days
type of cheese, like our
on
3 cheese
Thursday.
split.
The video announces the anime's
Time for
January
the oven.
2025 premiere on
Pizza is
Netflix.
made just a little different. But that's what makes
Tomokazu
every
Sugita
pizza
stars as
special.
Taro Sakamoto.
With a
Other
nice
cast members
juicy
include
pepper.
Nobunaga
And our very own
Shimazaki as Shin
signature
Asakura,
garlic
Ayane
sauce.
Sakura
Papa
as
John's
Lu
Philly
Xiaotang,
cheesesteak
Naoto
pizza.
Yama as Aoi
Just another
Sakamoto,
way we do
Ryota
it.
Suzuki as Heisuke Mashimo. Suzuki launched the manga in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine in November 2020.
81.
Shueisha published the
Pieces of
18th
pepperoni.
compiled book volume on
John's.
August 2nd.
New
Suzuki
crispy
published a
pepperoni
one-shot title,
pizza?
Sakamoto,
Alright, we
and
stretch out the
Jump
dough.
Giga in December 2019.
Extra large pizza screen.
Manga Plus describes the manga
a
as
nice scoop
Taro
of this
Sakamoto
creamy
was the ultimate assassin,
Alfredo pizza
feared by
sauce
villains
mixture.
and admired
We
by
haven't had a
hitmen.
new sauce in forever,
But one
so it
day,
should go
he
great
fell
with
in
not
love.
just one, that
Retirement,
second
marriage,
cup of
fatherhood,
cheese. Also
and
getting
then
1 cup
Sakamoto gained
of our
weight.
cheese blend.
The chubby guy
The
who
only
runs
thing
the
I hear
neighborhood
is
store is
getting a
actually
full
a
screen of
former
these. We
legendary
gotta put so
hitman.
many of these little
Can he
tiny
protect his family from
pepperonis on
danger?
here.
Get
Time
ready
be
to
on.
experience a new kind of
Look at
action
that
comedy
crisp.
series.
Or is it a
And
crunch?
oh boy, is it fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sakamoto Days is like one of the funniest manga I've seen in so long. I also like I love if you look at the image they have here, you see the old version and like you see his version before he met his wife and now after he met his wife. Like there's such a significant difference in how he looks physically. It's just great. This dude has a wife and a daughter and it's just I can't tell you any more about it. It's just great. You need to check it out. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those hits. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a hit. All right,
Yes.
I have to talk about this next one. So Kyoto Animation, which they're back, baby.
Fuck yeah.
KyoAni is back. Reveals Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, a lonely dragon wants to be loved film for 2025. So we are getting a Kobayashi Dragon Maid movie next year. That's what I'm talking about. It looks like it's featuring Kana. I have not properly watched this, and I should have in advance. But
It's 37 seconds. You can show it.
yeah, I could show it. I just can't show. I can't have it playing any audio. But yeah, it looks like it's very focused on Kana, and I think that's great because she was my favorite character from this series. She was just kind of adorable. But yeah, I'm here for it. It's just kind of like a little tease. I think this may be something about like before she became. I have no idea what the story is about. To be honest, I'm just guessing.
Oh! I just finished it. The last like 3 seconds.
What?
The last 3 seconds, you will hear her or read the subtitles of the video.
No! Why? Why would y'all do that to me? No.
Oh, dude, that hurts.
Okay. No. Okay. So the director is the same. The film will feature returning cast members Mutsumi Tamayori as Kobayashi, Yuki Kuwahara as Toru, and Maria Nagase or Naganawa as Kana. So and then there's backstory on it, and so there's no description other than that last 3 seconds. No,
No.
Why? I am sick and tired of you kicking my heart in the dick, KyoAni. But also, I'm looking forward to it.
They do it very well.
Mm-hmm. All right, so all right, so a new trailer dropped for Ranma 1/2, and sadly, I can't say much more because I've seen it. I know this series. Also, this animation is very different than what I was expecting because this is Mappa doing it. So, yeah, Ryoga! Kuno! Tatewake Kuno. Dude, I know all these names, man. Oh, no. It's the skating duo. The weird skating duo. Yeah, dude. This is just... Yep. Dr. Tofu! And then, yeah, there's so much stuff. Obviously, the animation does look better than the original. It's been decades. But also there's like this is kind of surprising that it's Mappa because it still kind of has that old school feel to it. It doesn't feel quite shampoo. It doesn't feel quite like the animation that they had for stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen or other things. It's just yeah. Anyhow, if you don't know about Ranma 1/2, go watch this anime. It's coming out October 5th. So not long. It'll be out not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday. So we're less than 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away from Yeah, this looks really, really cool. Yeah, I can't show any audio clearly, but yeah, there we go. Blue Box, the manga series that I have been diving into recently. That is just like, dude, I can't. It's so good. It's so good. They announced 3 more characters. This show is coming out on October 3rd, by the way. So this will be dropping on Thursdays. So not this coming Thursday, but next Thursday. So we have just a little bit of time left until this one drops. I'm really looking forward to this as somebody that's been reading and following along with the manga. I can say that I think this is going to be one of those ones that really resonates with people. It's definitely kind of got that wholesome vibe. It's not heavy. It's not a rom-com. It's like a kind of a true like romance. It's a genuine romance in Shonen Jump. Isn't that odd? But yeah, the anime will debut on October 3rd, which is not far away. And we've already talked about this a bit, but now I have a lot more context because I've been reading the manga and I'm so in on it. Whew. Okay. Bleach anime celebrates 20th anniversary. Do you feel old yet? Bleach is 20 years old now. Yeah. It's hard to believe that the anime of Tite Kubo's seminal manga Bleach is 2 decades old. Coming on the heels of the other popular weekly Shonen Jump adaptations, the Bleach anime made an almost instantaneous mark on the fandom and maintains a strong fan base to this day. As a reward for the fans' dedication, the Bleach website renewed this week with a key visual. Obviously, promoting the upcoming third core for 1,000 Year Blood War, which will be coming out in just like a week or two. Like I think it's about 2 weeks. Anyhow, something else that dropped that was kind of crazy. Aniplex channel uploaded a visual featuring video featuring the song Number One Bankai and quotes from Byaku Yakuchiki, Grimjow, Jaggerjack, Ulikiora Cypher, Sozen Aisuke, Kugo, Genjao, and Yoabak. However, not mentioned in here, but there was one extra thing added that I found out that they added in towards the end. There is also a tease of a new upcoming Bleach animated project. This one apparently is supposed to be after 1,000 Year Blood War. Because going off of the it looks like they're going to animate the Hell arc. Which is something that hasn't even shown up in the manga yet. If you don't know what the Hell arc is, please go check out the one-shot manga that Tite Kubo did a while back that cues up the Hell arc. It tees up the Hell arc. And my guys, it looks pretty dope. All right, that's all the main news. So now we're going to talk about the fall 2024 anime lineup. Unless
quick,
you want to talk about Bleach. Sorry. Yes.
not about Bleach, but speaking of other things that made me feel old, I just got notified like 3 minutes ago that Resident Evil 3 Nemesis turns 25 today. I was at that midnight launch picking that game up. Yeah. Lots of things today reminding me how old I'm getting.
Imagine how you'll feel when you're in your 40s, my dude.
Hey, I got 2 years until the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil 1, which I also picked, was at the midnight launch for that.
All right. I didn't pick up the Resident Evil franchise until the RE1 remake.
That's fair.
GameCube.
I've been a fan since '96.
There you go. All right, guys, it's time to talk about the fall anime lineup. Moon.
Yes.
Let's go through it. Fenris,
All
are
right.
you ready?
Depends. Are we unchecking the 2 boxes up top? Or are we keeping those ones hidden as well?
What 2 boxes?
The kids in R18+.
Oh,
Because you cannot hide those ones as well. I found that out earlier today.
there's 104. Oh, so we're hiding those. Okay, so
Yes, we're hiding them.
No, I'm hiding the kids ones. I don't really care about the kids ones.
Although, do we want to talk about the R18
There's
ones?
only only like okay. Well, yeah, we can talk about the R18 ones. All right, so here we go. Third season of Re:Zero. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not interested. Uzumaki, I am kind of interested in that. That's supposed to be a horror one. It's only going to be 4 episodes. I'm not a fan of horror, but I'm sure I'll get peer pressured into it.
I mean, we can all sit down and watch it together one day.
Fuck you. But I agree.
Thank you,
but
Brandon.
also
I was
fuck
thinking
you.
the exact same thing.
What?
I was going to make a joke about how Naruto is finally getting a horror adaptation.
Oh, I hate you. All right. Anyway, Blue Lock season 2. Blue Lock versus the under 20 Japan. Yes. This is that season, guys. If you have not seen Blue Lock, do yourself a favor and watch Blue Lock. Where all the other sports anime are like, we need to come together and work as a team, but blah blah blah. This anime is just fuck that. It's all about me. And somehow that works in the sports genre. Not only does it work, but it's like a breath of fresh air. I highly encourage this. It's smart writing and really good psychological play. That's all I'll say. Dun dun dun. I don't know much about this one. I've
Don't either. Aside
I've
from
heard things, but that's
the
about it.
article we covered a couple weeks ago about
Mhm.
like the entire season getting leaked.
Oh yeah, that's true. Spirit Chronicles 2. I didn't even know that Spirit Chronicles got a second season, but I'm actually kind of interested because I enjoyed the first season. Now, it didn't start getting good until towards the end for me, so I definitely wanted more because, like, I like the latter half of stuff. I'm gonna have to go. Ooh, pardon me. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this later, just so I can catch up. But yeah, I'm kind of here for it.
Kind of want to watch season 1. I just never had the chance to.
It's okay. Ari Ferretta,
Yes!
season 3. We're getting toward the end, my guys.
Bunny
Shit's
revenge
gonna-
arc.
Girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh my God. As somebody who has read the light novels, I'm just gonna say, if they do even half of what they did in the light novels, season 3 is going to be a treat. I
Season
hope they
3 will
do.
be the best season.
There is nothing, guys, you have to understand, if you've seen season 1, you know what happened to the bunnies. You know what he turned them into. This is guerrilla warfare at its best.
Yes.
Holy shit. The peaceful like plant-loving hippie bunnies got turned into a militant, like a hardcore military op set. Holy shit.
Imagine if John Rambo was a bunny man, and then multiplying by like whatever their population is.
No, wrong John. I'd say probably better to go with John Wick, but with like military, like kind of the military training. I'd say the bunnies are a bit more badass than John Rambo.
Okay, depends.
Yeah.
Which Rambo are you thinking of? Because I'm thinking Blood Part 2.
No. Still no. The bunnies are better. The bunnies just get. I think the bunnies can get shit done more than Rambo can. Just saying. I'm gonna choose Reeves over Stallone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fair. I go more with the classics.
How dare you? John Wick is a classic.
Yeah, the movie's not over 25 years old yet.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not a classic.
To be considered a classic, most things have to be over 25 years old.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to quote Indiana Jones to you in order to state my disagreement. It's not the years, it's the mileage.
Okay, so if you're going to quote Indiana Jones, I'm going to ask you this question then, since you
Mhm.
seem to know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it has to pass before it stopped being considered grave robbing and turns into archaeology?
At least 100 years. After about a week, it goes from necrophilia to just weird, though. Unless you're a necromancer. All right.
And yes, Brad is right. We're also getting Shizuka development.
Yeah. All right. 1,000 Year Blood War Season 3. Yes. So here for it. Been waiting a while. Don Machi Season 5. This is for English only. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Season 5. This is that one. This is when Freya finally decides she's gonna make her move to on Belle. She's gonna make her move on Belle. That's all I needed to know. I was like, yeah, I'm here for it. Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. Guys, if you have not seen the first season of Shangri-La Frontier, I cannot tell you enough how good this anime is. It's like, hey, if Sword Art Online was actually about the video games and not all the unnecessary other shit, it's kind of like that. Like, imagine if the main character was actually competent at the video game he played. Like, dude knows how to game. Not like, oh, I'm going to try and solo an MMO.
Speaking of more competent people in the Sword Art universe, next one is Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online Season 2.
Which apparently has nothing to do with Kirito, and I'm okay with
Nope,
yeah,
it does
no,
not. And everybody
different
in it
person
is
entirely.
actually competent.
Yep.
Yes.
Ao no Hana, or Ao no Hako, or Blue Box. I talked about this before. Yes, absolutely. It's a genuine romance / sports, though the sports isn't like, it doesn't really jump into the sports very heavily. It's mostly romance focused. But like, I have never met a main character that I could instantly relate to so quickly in my life. Imagine if there was a bunny girl who didn't want your carrot. Couldn't be Ari Ferretta. She wants his carrot so bad. Anyway,
Oh, yes.
Blue Box, really good manga. I'm very much looking forward to the anime. I hope it does just as well. There's a new Blue Exorcist coming out.
Which
new Blue
honestly
Exorcist series.
surprises the hell out of me.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yep. We have the Dragon Ball Daima series coming out. It's going to be dropping
Yeah.
October 11th. So this is the earliest time I have seen, and this is for Reincarnated Aristocrat, which I fucking loved that series. Like, I'm so glad it's getting a second season, and I'm surprised it's getting it this quick. But if you have not seen season 1, it was actually really good and really interesting. This kid can see the stats of individual people. And so based on those stats, he starts recruiting people. And basically his like little fiefdom or kingdom or everything prospers because he keeps putting the right people in the right positions.
It's like how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
But with my insanely broken management skill.
Yeah.
It's kind of that. So I'm really happy that I'm seeing a second season here. Kimi wa Meido-sama, or you are my maid, or you are my maid-sama, but with better logic. Well, no, Brandon, don't go that far. The logic in Realist Hero is fucking amazing.
It is.
Realist Hero needs, what is it, a third season? Because I think, was it 2 cores, or did they say first season, second season? How did
I don't remember.
Realist Hero
I
go?
know there's 24 episodes.
It needs more. It just straight up needs more, because like as they go further, it gets even crazier.
I think they completed the story though in the 24 episodes.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. There is way more. As somebody who owns 18 volumes of the light novel, I think
Shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that where they ended Realist Hero is like maybe the halfway point as to what we've got right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it went pretty far, but it didn't go that far. It covered a lot, but like not nearly as much. Anyway, a high school student who currently lives alone. One day, an unfamiliar girl knocks on his door and offers to be his maid. She reveals that she is a former assassin, which makes Hitoyoshi nervous, but when her skills save him from being run over by a truck, he ultimately decides to take her. Oh, goodness. Come on. Click the thing. To take her in. Oh, okay. That was just one However,
paragraph.
The mysterious girl actually has no household skills. In fact, her only expertise is assassination, as she has lived her entire life for the sake of killing. Nonetheless, her time with Hitoyoshi allows her to experience new emotions she had never felt before, inspiring her to become a regular girl. In order to advance toward this upcoming chapter in her life, she asks Hitoyoshi to grant her a new name, to which he names her Yuki. Having someone she can finally consider family, Yuki acquires new food memories that fill her heart with warmth as she tries to leave her dark and lonely past behind. Bro,
I do also like food memories.
I want to watch this because Jesus Christ, we're getting the assassin maid story? Yeah, give me that. All right. Ron Kaminohashi, season 2. I didn't finish season 1, but that's mostly because I was reading the manga and I kind of knew it was coming. So I don't know specifically where. Oh, yeah, a winter-related name. Yuki means snow. Yeah. So I don't know where the first season ended, but I knew it should get a second season because, like, from reading the manga, I'm like, yeah, this is really good. I want more. So yeah, I need to catch back up on the anime, but just off of reading the manga, like, if you want a interesting detective thing, if you didn't watch season 1, I'm going to give you like a mild spoiler. This dude solves cases, but when he figures out who the culprit is, he basically kind of talks them into killing themselves. And he can't help it. It's like something kicks in. He is hypnotized, and then through his own hypnotism, he hypnotizes other people to go to the murderers to go kill themselves. and so the whole thing is he's helping this detective solve these crimes, and this detective has to stop him from murdering the murderers. That's the whole thing. It's pretty crazy. And then there's more hijinks and other things that get that's just the opening plot. That's the opening plot, guys. There's a lot more involved in this, and the mysteries just deepen and get crazier. So definitely give this one a watch. If you haven't seen the first season, give it a watch. If you have, I hope you're looking forward to season 2. I don't know what this work romance thing is here. Rika are co-workers at a travel agency in Tokyo. They're both single, but they don't mind since they're introverts with fulfilling lives at home. Unfortunately, now their job is looking for to staff an office in Siberia, and non-married employees are the first to be considered. Rika is desperate to avoid the transfer already. All right, that's cool. I'm here for that. I'm so here for that. It's like we gotta get married. We gotta hook up so we don't go to Siberia. Fuck that thing. And goes to Tokyo with an idea. If they pretend they're getting married in a year, they can stay in Tokyo. The only problem is the two of them barely know each other. If these two quiet co-workers fake a relationship, will it turn into something else? I'm so here for that. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. Oh my God. Let's see. This next one is I'll Become a Villainess Who Goes Down in History. I already know some people who just heard the title Villainous and they're like, yes, I'm watching this. This is one that I'm going to have to check out later. It's not because I'm not interested in the Villainous kind of saga. Villainesses are goated, says Brandon. Okay, thank you for that. Alicia is the eldest daughter of the noble Williams family, a bloodline that excels in dark magic. Her jet black hair and golden eyes command a powerful presence, but her most unique features are, without a doubt, her sharp tongue and malevolent nature. By all means, she is a villainess, but also a fictional character from an Otome game. Yep, that sounds about right. Yep. As an ardent admirer of Alicia, a young, unnamed woman wishes to be her. Fortunately, a sleepy truck driver grants her wish in a bizarre twist of events. Of course, it's Truck-kun! Killing and consequently reincarnating her as a 7-year-old Alicia inside the game. With sufficient knowledge of how the game plays out, Alicia is confident that she will go down as the greatest villainess in history, as long as she endeavors to work hard. However, she soon begins to realize that escaping Alicia's fate is not so simple as it seemed. There we go. Ranma 1/2! Yeah, baby! I'm so watching this. I can't wait. If you need a description, Suon Tendo runs the Tendo Martial Arts School, accompanied by his 3 daughters, Akane, Nabiki, and Kasumi. One day, the sisters' lives are turned upside down when their father announces that he has promised one of them to be married to a fellow martial artist's son in hopes of carrying on the family legacy. In addition to their mixed reactions, when the fiancé arrives, the last thing the Tendo family expects is Rondesal Tome and his father, Genma. Ranma has been training in China with his father until an unfortunate accident changed them both. Now, when water touches them, Ranma turns into a girl and Genma into a giant panda. Ranma 1/2 follows Ranma as he attempts to get along with his newly betrothed, the youngest Tendo sister of the youngest Tendo sisters, Akane. As the two begin to attend the same school, they deal with fellow friends and rivals, all of whom have something to say about their engagement. There's nothing that speaks to my soul more than saying F fate. Okay, some of these I have to click on just so I can see. Okay, Yakuza fiance. Okay, that's what this is.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. My guy. All right, Moon, you're gonna read the description here.
For Yakuza?
Yeah, for the Yakuza. Reis wa tanin ga ii.
Yep. Yoshino Some would have been a normal high schooler if not for the fact that she is the granddaughter of the leader of the Osaka-based Some Group, the Kansai region's largest Yakuza organization. One day, Yoshino hurries home after hearing of the news about the unification of Kansai and Kanto's biggest syndicates, the Some and the Miyami groups. This, according to the article, will result in a marriage of the leader's grandchildren, one of whom is Yoshino herself. Despite her best efforts to annul the arrangement, Yoshino has to go to Tokyo to visit her fiancé, Kirishima Miyama, who is unexpectedly nice and charming. During their first meeting, Yoshino is swept up in various events and becomes unable to refuse moving to Tokyo, which is why, half a year later, she now lives with the Miyama group at school. With the Miyama group. At school, she soon realizes that Kirishima is very popular, so her relationship with him garners the hate of his fangirls and subsequently results in bullying. To make matters worse, Kirishima could not be further away from her Prince Charming since he, after all, was born to be a Yakuza member. Reiwa Tanin ga follows Yoshino and her new life in Tokyo that is filled with nothing but troubles connected to the underworld. However, though she wishes to be as far from it as possible, this isn't Yoshino's first time dealing with the world of the Yakuza.
This just feels like a more adult version of Nisekoi.
It really does.
Yeah,
I don't know what Nisekoi is.
that's okay. You've kind of described it, but it's shown it in more comedy.
Okay.
7th season of Natsume Yoshino. Okay, so yeah, that's getting a 7th season. Oh, what is this? I need to find the English name for it. Loner Life in Another World. Okay.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this one.
Okay, read it. Tell us about it.
When sarcastic loner Haruka gets transported with his class to another world, he's not wild about adventuring, but he wouldn't mind having some cool powers. Unfortunately, he's last in line when the magic cheat skills get divvied up, so by the time it's Haruka's turn, there are no good choices left. Now, Haruka will have to take on this fantasy world the hard way, on his own, with a hodgepodge of bizarre skills. When infighting and chaos break out among his classmates, can this loner come to the rescue?
It kind of feels like if Fatal Frame and Arifureto were actually a comedy.
It is hilarious. I've been reading the manga.
How Rick, how did you know this very light novel I'm currently reading would get an anime? So apparently he's reading Loner Life in Another World. That's great.
Nice.
It is so good, isn't it, Rick?
I can't remember people's names, he says. Tying the knot with an Amagami sister. What? You know what? No, I don't necessarily want to read this one. Somebody else, please.
Which one is it? Amigami-san?
Tie the night with an
Amigami-chan.
Amagami sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Have fun, Moon.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, here we go. Uryu Kamihate has had a rough start to life, but plans to forget it all by achieving his dream. Matriculating into medical school. Jesus Christ. But when
Hi,
he
Rick.
arrives at his new foster home, a working
Delicious.
shrine, his dream of a quiet place to study goes up in smoke. Not only will he be living with the 3 beautiful, lively Amagami sisters, but he learns that he must marry one of them and take over the temple. That's literally it.
Man. Okay, the one I'm actually looking at right now, the one that really caught my attention was Demon Lord 2099.
Yes.
Yeah. That one and the whole Dragon Life thing, those two like were the ones that really stood out to me. But the cyberpunk metropolis of Shinjuku, a massive city-state, beckoned with neon signs, towering skyscrapers, and the latest cutting-edge technology. We're literally cutting them promos here. They should be paying us.
Yes.
It
I
is
do
here.
better at reading if they would pay us.
Mhm. It is here, in the year 2099 of the Fused Era, where the legendary demon lord, Veltal, has his second coming, 5 centuries in the making. But this landscape is nothing like the one he conquered all those years ago, for the fusion of magic and engineering has elevated civilization to dazzling, unprecedented heights. Veltal may have been reduced to a historical footnote, but make no mistake, this brave new world will be his for the taking. All right. My guy. My guy. I don't think we could read the promos for all this stuff.
No, there's
No, we've
We-
got to
we-
we've got to skip sub.
Mhm.
to be fair, I was expecting this to be next week's entire episode.
Oh no, there's no way we
Because
can pull that off.
that's what we did before with
Mm-hmm.
freaking summer. That's what we did that at
Yeah.
AkaiCon.
Yeah.
We did that with freaking winter 2024.
Unfortunately, um, unfortunately for us, we would not be able to do that now because we are covering way too much stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to point out the Kyoto arc for Rurouni Kenshin. Yes. There's a new 7 Deadly Sins something. Why?
Good question.
More
MF
race car stuff. Yeah.
MF Ghost, the sequel series to Initial D.
Goodbye, Dragon
Oh.
Life.
I thought it just meant motherfucking ghost.
Also, thanks for the good feedback there, Kiseki. We're here every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Host the podcast. It's pretty fun. We'll try to. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're leaving at the right time. Goodbye, Dragon Life. I'm really into that. And Nina the Starry Bride. That looked kind of cool. Other than that, not a lot of the stuff further below really caught my attention. I mean, there may be some gems hidden in here. But we got through all the big stuff.
For the series, yeah.
For the series, yeah. Also, what the fuck? Why is there more Prince of Tennis?
I don't know.
Jesus.
But I'm down at the ONAs right now, and of course,
Yeah. We were gonna at least talk about that. The Gundam Requiem for Vengeance.
Looks so good. I can't wait for next month.
I so can't wait for that. That's gonna be so good. I'm here for it. It's 6 episodes on Netflix, guys. Look forward to it. But
I don't care if we're not doing a review of it. I will talk about it every time I watch an episode.
Here's the reason I'm doing it this week is because next week we have to choose what the 2 or 3 anime we're going to be reviewing are.
It's fair.
Because Oshi No Ko is ending, Slime is ending, but Tower of God will continue, so we'll keep that one going. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is one movie
sure we don't
in there
wanna
that I'm
talk
looking
about,
forward to.
The R18 stuff, or you know,
Where's that at?
way down at the bottom.
OVAs.
Oh wow!
It's the ones that are yeah.
I can't share any of that. I can't show
you
any
can't.
of
It's okay. There's no synopsis for any of them.
Which is
Oh.
okay.
that. Okay.
I don't think
Oh,
we
the
need a
movies, we
synopsis
got,
for some of them.
Kamen
Movies, we
Rider,
got
man.
Kamen Rider hentai. What?
Okay, the Kamen Rider movie. But yes, there's
Yeah.
plenty of Kamen Rider hentai as well.
And then, of course, we already covered the Solo Leveling movie, so we got that. All right, guys, that is it for that. We're gonna get it. Oh yeah, in the specials, we're also getting an plus size L special. Yeah.
2 episodes of the special.
2-episode special. Alrighty, so with that, the anime news is coming down. And the spoiler tag is about to come up because we're going to be talking about and reviewing the episodes for this week. We're going to talk about Oshi No Ko, Slime, and Tower of God. So if you have not watched any of those, obviously, spoiler tag is up. And we want to thank you for coming by and hanging out with us as we talked a bit about the news and try to cover as much as we can. If it seemed like we were kind of rushing through things at some points, it's kind of because we had so much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. We will see you next week for more Anime Church. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. We are reading Mushoku Tensei over on our Twitch channel, link in the description. And of course, if you want to learn more about any of the news articles that we covered this week, all of that is linked down in the description. If you just want to hang out and give us views, you can just hit the mute button if you don't want the spoilers. And then come back when the spoiler tag ends so we can do a proper send-off of the episode. But thank you all so much for coming by, hanging out with us, and giving us a bit of your time. We really do appreciate it.
You really almost said so by and coming much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I appreciate when people are coming much, too.
Oh, yes.
Anyway. Yes. Yes. Now, the freaking oh man, the episodes this week were much better
Mm-hmm.
than last week, honestly.
Yes, they were.
And
Which one are we starting with?
well, we got to start with Oshi No Ko. There's no way.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So yeah, guys, the freaking Oshi No Ko episode this week. All right, so I know it left some anime only people a little bit confused. That was on purpose. That was very much on purpose. Number two, the way the episode ended, I had to sit there and tell people, hey, if you're freaking out over how this episode ended, then take some calming medication, and then make sure that when the season finale hits, you grab the oxygen mask because you're going to need it. Because it's not like each episode is progressively getting better and building on more stuff, and I'm really excited for it. I love seeing the differences between Akane and Kana, and I kind of summed it up in my thought process earlier. Kana reacts in a very like Arima, she reacts in a very positive way to things. Like when she freaks out, her mind goes to like the best case scenario and how she gonna deal with it. Whereas Akane tends to go very negative. So That's what I like about the dynamics between these two characters, and why I ship one with Aqua more than I ship the other with Aqua. I think they're both good for Aqua, but honestly, as a manga reader, I have a bit more insight, and it's also why I'm team one more than the other. I won't say which because I don't want to spoil, but well, I don't want to spoil for the non-manga crowd. But yeah, let's go over this episode, guys. Aqua's kind of a player.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yes, without even realizing it.
My
Oh, yeah.
guy, he took her to Fogo de Chao basically because they were Brazilian barbecue,
Ugh.
and he made reservation. I'm like, motherfucker,
And
you
all
know
you
that shit
can
was
eat-
Wagyu beef. You know
And
that
all
shit
you
was
can
Wagyu
eat
beef,
Brazilian barbecue.
right?
The way it was sizzling, the way he cut it, I'm sitting there like, I want that meat.
I want to
Ah.
eat. When they said "yay meat," so many people laughed out loud, and I was like, "No, you don't understand which the restaurant he's going to." And then they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, that looked good," and I'm like, "Oh, no!"
Right?
You you don't really understand just quite how, like, people see good animation in the show. You don't truly understand it until you're looking at the food.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. That's when you're able to physically appreciate it with your stomach. Because I firmly believe that all emotions are rooted in the stomach.
Yes.
Yes. Even horniness revolves in the stomach.
Yes, because you're either horny or you're
Or
hungry.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, the stomach has turned off all emotions. You can be hungry now. You can be horny now. I was like, and we're back to being hungry. So you're going to be hangry and like depressed. But yeah, there we are. So yeah,
me normal?
yeah, fine, sure. Hangry and horny. Gotcha. Good to know. Depressed, hangry, horny.
Again, like, stop describing me, my guy.
Stop calling me out on stream.
Hide.
All right. Anyway, horngry.
Hungry.
Hungry.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
Brandon.
Thank
I
you,
need
Brendan.
something I can eat, but I also need something I can eat.
Horngry depresso. Anyway, yeah. Let's go over this episode. Tell me what you thought about it.
It was a fun episode. It's just one of those episodes where it's like it's fun being someone who knows more than everyone else. Because she's sitting there like, how could he not realize? And I'm sitting there like, yeah. Oh, poor boy. He's happy for a moment at least.
Yeah. But people, I'm guessing most anime onlys don't realize that Aqua very much does want this to be over so he can enjoy his own life.
Mm-hmm. And like,
And
it especially comes out when it's like, oh, this person knew I, and he just immediately goes back into, I could use this moment to get close to. Wait,
It's
I
over.
don't need to do that anymore. Huh.
So yeah, what do we think about Akane's choice here when she figured out the loophole and she was like, should I tell Aqua versus should I not tell Aqua? Because if I tell Aqua, he's just gonna go back to living for revenge. There were so many people whose reactions to this I saw were like, no, he needs to go back to the version I like, which is the revenge consumer. It's like you have no sympathy for this character, none. And it's like, my guys.
Oh.
He has not allowed himself to feel any amount of happiness. The moment he started enjoying acting was the moment his body and mental state literally said, are you having fun?
Yeah, right?
Did I hear happiness? He's not allowing himself to enjoy the shit he's doing.
Man.
So yes, overall, I think Akane made the right choice of not telling him about the loophole.
And unfortunately, he figures out later.
Guys, okay, this was just really funny. And it came from my local news, so I'm kind of like I'm kind of like not doubting its veracity. Apparently, Cars Against Humanity is suing Elon Musk for $15 million.
Yes, they
What the
are.
fuck? That's great.
Why? Hold on.
No,
What?
I'm sorry. That's just
Trespassing, I think.
Mhm.
What?
I'm pretty sure if I read it right a couple days ago, it was trespassing.
Okay.
What the fuck did he do?
We'll
Elon
talk
Musk?
About it. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. So anyway, I just saw that randomly on the corner of like my screen, and I was like, "The fuck? That's hilarious." I don't need any details because I don't want to go into the politics of it, but I'm just like, that headline's hilarious. I just at least got to share that. Might be related to Christina V. What? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if you're continuing a topic you were talking about there, or if you're referring to the Cards Against Humanity thing. But either or. That being said, where do we rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you think this one goes?
I gave it like a 7.
I-
Animated a lot of stuff really well, but like I know what's coming later.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a strong 8 because of the things that were like for the topics that were covered in this episode. Like,
Fair enough.
dude, I got my Kana and Aqua date, which already puts me in a good mood. Also just the fact that they went back to the same bridge where he saved Akane's life, and like we got the inverse shot of now, instead of him over her hugging him, it's her over him hugging him. So like we got that dichotomy, and then like how she's dealing with like knowing the truth and everything, and of course it ending with, of course, Daddy Dearest making his first appearance in the anime. That's a big deal. So, not to mention like the visual representation of how she figured it out and how it's confusing non-manga readers, where we're just laughing in manga right now. Akane came back to Batman mode. Oh no. Yeah, she did. She really did. But yeah. I give this a solid 8 because of all those factors.
Fair enough.
I'm also giving it an 8 just because I know what's going to happen later for Aqua. I'm enjoying the brief happiness he's getting now.
Yeah, it's a nice reprieve there. That being said, for those of you who are reading the manga, I hope you read last week's chapter. It's so fucking good. We're getting, don't worry, this coming Wednesday, we're getting a new chapter, and I can't wait to find out because it's on. It's on. Perpetrators have been captured. That's all I'm saying. Perpetrators have been captured. I'm not saying what perpetrators. I'm not saying in reference to what perpetrators and what act they committed, but they have been, if you know, you know. Just saying. And yeah, perpetrators have been captured. All right. We're done with Oshi No Ko. Let's move on to slime time. We got dungeon time. And you know what? They made Gay look just as bad as he was in the light novel. Though, to be fair, the only issue I had with the anime is that they did Basan's team dirty. Because at least in the light novel, if I'm remembering correctly, Basan's team at least was able to open up one treasure and get something halfway decent before they left the dungeon. They didn't die and just respawn outside, and that was their end time. So it felt like even though they were toiling away, they finally got something in the end, and it was good marketing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, everything in this episode played out exactly, aside from that, played out almost exactly how it did in the light novel, and I'm so here for that. Like, the dungeon was on display, and all the stupid stuff that Ramirez did last minute and didn't tell Rimuru about was on full display. Like, I have been waiting for this because it was so freaking funny. Mm-hmm. And now seeing some of the stuff that we'd only pictured in our head, of course, is very important.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Guys, what else do you have that you wanted to cover with this episode specifically?
I like how Gay got fucking wrecked when he broke the rules.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
so. I forgot they turned off the pain
Oh,
nullification system.
Oh yeah.
So he literally felt himself get beheaded.
And the fact that he lost everything that
Yeah.
he got.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That was great marketing as well. It's like, here's why you don't. This is why you don't disobey the rules in this dungeon, because you will lose everything and you will not be allowed to come back. So
you lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, this is a perma ban. Gay got a perma ban. I'm sorry, Gay got a perma ban on his first, which is really funny because if you listen to the Japanese, the name that is spelled guy is pronounced gi, and the name that is spelled gay, or I'm sorry, gay is pronounced guy. I'm like, that's not his name. His name is Gay.
Gay.
Yep.
And every time I'm seeing that name pop up, I'm correcting it in my head.
Every time I read it, I go, Gay. Just the light novel shenanigans that we've been getting up to. But what were some of your favorite moments? There was a lot to like smile and laugh about in this episode. It was just fucking great. It was great.
I'm one with Ramirez in the fact that you bring me food and snacks, and I will give you whatever information you want.
Oh, absolutely. Like, honestly, that should be a tactic, like, you know, KGB agents, fucking CSI agents, or CIA, whatever. They all need to try. It's just like, fuck, you know, all this torture and shit.
Catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Exactly. It's just like, hey, buddy, so where you came from, it wasn't so great, right? Listen,
that doesn't
I've got
always
a
work, my
full
guy. That does
5-course
not
meal
always
for
work.
ya.
I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
look at what's his name. I bought you dinner. He didn't really turn on his Red Skull person that well. Anyway, yeah, Zola, Professor Zola.
Yeah, Arnim Zola, Dr. Arnim Zola.
Anyway.
But yeah.
I'm not kissing you. Fucking Tommy Lee Jones, I love it. Anyhow.
I forgot about that line.
Yeah.
I'm not kissing you. Get up there.
Anyhow.
Shit. What else? I loved the way those three, the Elven three. I forgot.
Oh, the trio.
Going through the dungeon.
How they used it. Yeah.
Her father.
Damn it! You took mine. You took mine.
It was so good.
Yeah, my favorite part is every time El Messia had to come up and correct Daddy for like doing the screaming. He's just like, "Shut the fuck up! You're embarrassing us." I'm like, do you know how many demon lords and dignitaries are around us, and you're making me look like an absolute fool? Shut the fuck up!
Oh god,
I loved it. It was so funny. God, it was so funny. So anyhow, yeah. Let's go ahead and give our ratings then.
Another 8 for me. This was a hilariously good episode.
Yeah, this is an 8.5 for me. It's not quite 9 territory, but it's damn good.
Yeah, I'd put it at about an 8.5 too, because there's gonna be other fights, there's gonna be other stuff, it's gonna get so much better, and there's still so much more funny stuff to happen.
We've got like 1 or 2 episodes left, but then we're ending on. I think this next episode is the last episode. Honestly.
Yeah, but also this next episode should be the funniest.
It should be, because it's gonna be another one of those karmic justice kind of episodes. So I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. That being said, guys, yeah, they did exactly what I think they thought they would do. They covered volume 7, 8, and 9, and so next we're gonna have 10, 11, and 12. And boy, are those 3 gonna be a doozy. Especially when we get to the midpoint. Like, the anticipation that everybody was having for the beginning of Slime, which is basically volume 7, that's volume 11, but turned up, like, way higher. Way higher, because the stakes are crazy. The stakes have never been higher.
Rare,
and for the record, I didn't actually mean steak. What did you mean? Living off to also a lifetime supply of heat tap.
Now sponsored by Heat Tap.
It's officially the Cell game, sponsored by Heat Tap. All right. Anyhow, let's get to the last one. Okay, I like this episode way more than the previous episode, but since we didn't talk about the previous episode, we're gonna have to talk about this as a two-parter. So, Fenris, if you saw last week's, we're covering both Tower of God episodes. So,
Yeah. Last week.
Because I was the only one that watched the Tower of God episode last week.
Sadly, yes, but I'm all caught up now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you two talk about the last week's episode because I don't wanna. So
Wait, am I caught up? Oh, hold on. I think I'm caught up. I gotta double check. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up, but then I'm like, which one comes out this morning?
yeah, Rachel is 100% an idiot, Brennan. You are
Yeah,
not
she
wrong.
really
Absolutely.
You can. All right. Here's the thing: if people did not think that she was an idiot, just the whole fact that she's sitting there stabbing people to death and murdering people while saying that she hasn't done anything wrong, that she's innocent, she'd never do anything wrong. She's lost it. She's crazy.
Absolutely.
If memory serves, what they wrote on the wall they find in this episode comes back to bite them as well.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. Because we're covering both episodes, so we can talk a bit about both of them. So yeah, this episode, today's episode, where they wrote "Fug" on the wall, Kun does not buy any of that shit because by the time they find all that, he's with Bomb's team.
Mm-hmm.
And so the good news is this is not where the series ends. The series is continuing, so we're going straight into the workshop arc. I'm so here for it. The workshop arc is where things like really started picking up. And things get very interesting. Because now Kun knows. And if Kun knows, it's not going to be long until the rest of them know. Also, I love that we finally got to see Rock for the first time. They come running to him. Kun died. The blue turtle doesn't die that easily. You're misinformed. There's no way somebody got him in a trap. He's far too kind. Like, Rock has faith in the blue turtle. Love it.
And he's off to find the scam artist turtles.
The scam artist turtles. I love it. Nothing phases Rock. He's just like, one of these days
Rock
I'm going
is
to get
best girl.
Yeah, Rock is best girl. He's going to get his black turtle and his blue turtle together, and he's going to eat chocolate bars with them, damn it. I so fucking love him as a character. He's so great. And that's his screen time. Sadly, that is his screen time. He will be back later, and it will be much, much later. But once he does, once they get the trio back together, holy fucking shit, it's great.
Real quick.
We're gonna get Teeny Rack later too. Teeny Rock. Yeah.
I just got sent this from one of my friends who caught our Palworld portion.
Oh.
I posted it in the video side chat.
The side chat for this one?
Yeah, for Anime Church.
Oh shit.
You're not wrong. That's
you
pretty
are not.
accurate. That is pretty damn accurate.
It is.
All right. Anyway, continuing on with this. Let's get through these episodes. I definitely appreciated this one more than the last episode, so I'll just go ahead and give my rating and then let you guys just talk about them and give your ratings afterwards. But my rating for the first episode is kind of a 4. I wasn't really digging it. I was just kind of like it. Admittedly, it probably would have been like a 5, maybe even a 6 if I was anime only. But like, yeah, knowing what I know, I'm like, nah.
To be 100% honest with you, Richie, I watched it last week, and then I discovered the first hose. And I don't remember much of last week's episode, which actually says a lot.
Yeah,
because it was so fucking boring.
Last week's episode was a 4, and for this week, it jumped up to a 7 because even though there wasn't any action, all of the stuff that they talked about was very important. It's stuff that you were interested in because it focused a lot on Kun and Kun figuring shit out. And you're like, oh, he's going to rescue his boy. And it's like all these groups like kind of coming together for like a related cause. And guys, it's not just Kun and Bomb's groups that are going to show up. If you thought for a second that the old crew from season 1 wasn't going to show up, well, boy, oh boy, get ready for the second half of this season 2.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Richie. When the wager was made between Bomb's new team and his current team, or his old team, whichever wins the workshop battle, he goes with. But if memory serves, that now includes Kun as well because he is part of his old team.
Yep. So here's the funny story, guys. The funny story is these people that are trying to this rabbit girl and whatever, all of them that are insane, they're like, we're gonna get famous. It's like, dude, if you think they're gonna live long enough to be a footnote in this bitch, they're not even gonna be a footnote, my guys. So not spoiler. I don't know. I don't remember what happens to them. That's how unimportant they are in the grand scheme of the story of Tower of God. And there's some crazy, incredibly important moments in Tower of God. Like, the overall story of Tower of God is vast, and I don't remember these characters. Like, I remembered the team that Bomb ended up with in the beginning of the second season. I remembered a bunch of them. Like, after seeing that first episode, I was like, oh yeah, shit, how did I forget? Like, obviously, I knew about the blonde dude. He's super important. But everybody else on the team, I kind of forgot. And like I remembered them as soon as I saw them. I'm like, oh yeah, shit, what happened to these guys? Fuck, what season 2 is making me do is want to go back and reread everything. But I know how fucking insanely long that's gonna be and how much, like, nobody could reach me for days if I did that. And I have other stuff I need to do, my guy. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, tell me your thoughts, tell me your ratings, all that stuff for this episode as well.
This one, second episode, I easily give a 7.5. It's
vast improvement over the previous episode.
A lot more engaging. Yes, there was no
and there
action.
was way less action in this episode, and there was way more. Yeah,
but the way they brought about all the information was engaging.
Again, it's good writing, and that's because the manhwa has such good writing. Yeah. I will say this, the anime is not quite doing justice to the manhwa right now. I hope that changes. I hope that the animation quality goes up. I really, really do. God. If this ever gets a season 3, dear God, I hope that they tap the animation company that does Oshi No Ko and just let them do Tower of God. Holy fucking shit, that would be amazing.
It would be.
It would be so good. Like, that level of story mixed with that level of animation, like, holy shit. I won't say give it to MAPPA because those poor animators, they need a break. They better pay and a break. A1, I'd be down because look what they've done with Solo Leveling. A1's killing it. I'm here for it. But yeah, the studio behind Oshi No Ko, I'd absolutely do that. Because I'm sorry to everybody who is like fans of a bunch of different anime that A1 puts out, but that like A1 Studios has not put out something that is equal to what Oshi No Ko can do. That is like a visual feast. And you're talking about a manga that already has like an amazing story, but also like, holy shit, the level of animation quality just takes what the manga did so well and elevates it to beyond heights. So yeah, if I were given a studio, I'm not going to put Ufotable's too busy Ufotable is too busy with Demon Slayer stuff right now. They can't. But yeah, Oshi No Ko's. I can't remember the name of the animation studio. I'll remember it after the show, and I'll be mad at myself. But yeah, I would honestly, I would love it if they could get their hands on Tower of God, because the animation has just not been up to snuff. That's the biggest downside for the show right now. But yeah, people are still sticking with it because the show's good, or the story is good. Anyhow, let's continue. Sorry, I didn't. Moon, what was your rating?
So
Did you do both of them, or have you already done the first one?
I did the first one.
Okay. So, what is your rating for episode 2, or the second today? This week's episode.
I'm only just now realizing I forgot to actually watch this one.
No!
Damn it,
I
Moon!
know. I was so happy. I thought I caught up, but then I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. I'm remembering last. Wait a minute. Did I get too caught up in talking with? Oh no!
Yeah. All right. So here we are, guys.
Talking with you
Here we are, here we are, guys. Once again, we're torn into pieces. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it. Can't pretend. Just thought you were the one. All right. So Moon has no rating, so we're skipping him. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Really do appreciate it. Spoiler tag is now coming off. We really do appreciate you all hanging out with us. And I almost said something like, I was like, we had our Moon moment. I knew we were gonna have it.
Shut up.
You get busy with like 5 or 6 other things and you forget something. So as we call it, mooning.
Once again, welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up.
Yep.
And it's
that's a good way to
3 weeks in a row. That's full mooning.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for us. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. Of course, don't forget that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be reading the light novel for Mushoku Tensei. We're actually going to be pretty far into the Demon Continent Saga. We are right in the middle of Rikurisu and all the adventuring going on there. So we're still clearly well into season 1 territory. So if anybody's like, oh man, you're not in spoiler territory. No, nowhere near it yet. We're on volume 3 of the light novels. Season 1 covers the first 6 volumes, and then season 2 covers from 7 to 12. So we've got a bit of a ways, but that's not stopping us. We are moving. We are chugging right through Mushoku Tensei at a good pace. So next week, tomorrow, we will be having Sonic read all the parts of dialogue for everybody in the guild hall. So when we get back to the guild building, Sonic gets to voice everybody there, because like everybody, like that is like the challenge of being a voice actor. It's like, is there a tavern? Is there a guild hall? Yeah, all right, you have to voice everybody in there and make them all feel different. Like Moon killed it last week. If you missed last week's, Moon killed it, dude. So y'all gotta go check that out. Anyhow, we'll be doing that tomorrow, of course. Then Tuesday, don't forget that Moon, I think you are going to start streaming again over on your channel, correct?
Yes, I am going to try to stream something. It's probably not going to be Resi 2 until October. Not until October. Hey, it makes sense for the month of October. You be sad. I don't know. I'll figure something out, and if I don't figure anything out, then I'll do Resi 2.
Oh, by the way, guys, Phasmophobia is doing their console update. So they're finally going to launch on consoles with their Halloween update. So look for if you're getting back into Phasmo, look into that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be getting a lot of new players. So those of you console players, you can check it out. It's going to be $20 on consoles, and I think on Steam as well. It will not be available on Game Pass, sadly. So for those of you who are Game Pass members, Yeah. But you can play with us. That is one of the games where we can let people rotate in and out if we want to. And that may be something that we do. That being said, don't forget that next Sunday we will be right back here. Same time, same Fat Dog channel with more good news or potentially bad news, depending on how the industry wants to behave.
Or how
right
people
here.
want to live.
And then 2 hours later, we'll be jumping into the solo leveling Manwu reading. So make sure to come by for that.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
next week.
Yep. Guys, thank you so much. We will see you next time. Take care and bye-bye for now. Once again, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
And I am Fenrir Sarun, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
And that's it for us. We're out of here.
Bye.